Welcome to Baileyyyoga, where we connect with our breath, connect with our movement, to connect with the moment. See you on your mat. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. Meet me down on your mat, on your back. So we're starting on our backs today with our feet mat width distance. Soles of the feet are planted on the ground and our knees are just knocking in toward one another. And then our upper body is just nice and relaxed, and just let your body melt into this pose. You can have your arms wherever feels comfortable for you. Maybe one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. And just close your eyes. I always like to begin my yoga practice with stillness, to really bring myself into the present moment and to feel that connection between my breath and my body and my mind. So take a few moments here to drop in. Keeping your lips sealed and just breathing in and out through your nose. Feeling the belly rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. Let your face muscles, your jaw, soften. Let the mind chatter slow down. So notice when thoughts arise. And detach from them, let them go. Come back to your body, your breath. Begin to walk your feet together and let the soles of the feet touch as the knees drop open wide. Take a deep inhale and draw your arms up over your head just for a nice stretch through the torso, the arms. And then settle back down, release any effort. Feeling that connection between the soles of your feet. And then from here, draw your right arm out to the side as you bring that right knee over towards the left knee. Just draw your gaze over to those right fingertips. Let your body soften into this pose. And then reaching the right arm back up over your head as you open that right knee back up. Then left arm draws out to the side as that left knee comes over on top of the right knee. Gaze turns over to the left. Using your breath here to release tension in your body. And then drawing that left arm over your head, opening the knees for one more breath. And then on your exhale, draw your knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. Give yourself a little hug or rock. Maybe open the legs a little bit. Find what feels good in your body. Releasing tension in the lower back, in the hips. Maybe drawing circles with the knees. And then gently start to rock yourself forward and back. We're going to make our way into a seated position with our legs crossed. From here, just draw your hands, let them sit on your lap. We're just going to draw some circles with our shoulders, get into our necks a little bit. So just finding movement that feels right. Beautiful, and then we'll meet back in center. From here, draw your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and draw the hands away from your body as you lift your chest up towards the sky. Gaze lifts. On your exhale, turn your head back to neutral. Draw the fists. You're going to draw your fists to the left outer hip, drawing the elbows toward one another, still reaching up through the crown of your head. From here, drop your head towards the left, the same side as your hands are on. And just feel that nice stretch along the right side neck, breathing into it. Reaching the hands behind you again. This time, keeping the chest lifted, you're just going to drop your chin down towards your chest. Hands are still reaching away from you. Breathing. And then gently drawing the hands to the right outer hip. Squeeze those elbows and those shoulder blades together. Sit up nice and tall, and then drop your right ear towards your right shoulder, lengthening the left side of the neck. And breathe. And go ahead and reach your arms behind you one more time. Draw them as far away as you can as you lift your head and chest towards the sky. And then exhale, release your hands, bring them in front of you. You're gonna lengthen through your spine on your inhale, so send the crown of the head high. And then on your exhale, walk the fingers forward, let the chest and the head melt down. Just coming down as far as your body wants to take you today. And breathing into the hips. And wherever else you feel tension or tightness. Again, connecting to that ujjayi breath, so breathing in and out through the nose. And then from here, keep on walking your fingertips forward. You're going to bring your knees down to the ground and make your way into a tabletop position. Spread the fingers nice and wide, nice long spine. And on your inhale, drop your belly as you lift your chest, your gaze up towards the sky. Exhale to round through the spine, shoulder blades draw apart, chin comes towards chest. Inhale to drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, you round your spine. Take a few more on your own breath, or maybe take some circles here. Take it wherever your body wants to go today. Maybe add some stretches throughout the hands, fingers, wrists. We'll take one more breath here. And then go ahead and find neutral tabletop. Tuck your toes under, walk your fingertips back, let your hips sit down on your heels. Take a deep inhale, draw the arms up over your head as you lift your chest and gaze. Exhale, draw the hands to heart center. Close your eyes here. Keep the toes tucked if it's comfortable. Stretching out the feet and the toes. And just connect with yourself here. Beautiful. Releasing the hands down by your sides. You're going to untuck your toes and come to sit down back on your heels. Start to walk your fingertips behind your hips, lengthening the front side of your quads. Option to drop down to your forearms if that's accessible to you. Staying lifted through the chest. And then option to lift the knees, to stretch through the ankles, the front side of the shins. So just taking this pose where your body wants to go today. We'll be here for 2 more breaths. And then gently returning to your hands if you're down on your elbows. And then from here, you're going to open your knees to the edges of your mat and walk the fingertips forward. Let your chest and head melt down to the ground for child's pose. Letting your body become heavy. Really noticing the sensations throughout your body. And accepting however it feels. Start to walk your fingertips over to the left side of your mat. Keep on reaching away from your body. You can bring your right hand on top of the left hand if that feels good. And just make sure your right shoulder is square to the ground, so your chest is square to the ground. And then walking the fingertips back through center, walking them over to the right side of your mat. Left hand can come on top of right, and then melt your chest down. Walk your fingertips back to the center. And then from here, just adjust your knees closer together and let them come underneath your chest. We're just coming into a different variation of child's pose to get more into our lower back. And just rest here. You're You're gonna lift your hips, come back up onto your hands and knees, finding your tabletop position. And then from here, send your right leg behind you. Let the toes come to the ground. And then press the heel down towards the ground, stretching out the calf or the Achilles. Maybe rocking it back and forth. And then on your inhale, pick up that leg as you lift your chest. On the exhale, knee comes in towards chest, step the foot in between the hands, find your low lunge. You can back up that left knee to get more into this left hip flexor. But let this be a gentle stretch. We're not going to lift up, so we're just going to stay down on our fingertips, but make sure you keep your spine nice and long, so we're still lifting through the crown of our head. If it feels good, you can find movement here. Beautiful. Okay, from here, we're coming into a pigeon pose. So you're just gonna walk your foot to the left side of your mat as you gently bring the knee down towards the ground. And then you can bring that shin closer towards you or farther up towards the front end of your mat. Just find whatever works for your hips. And then gently make your way down to your forearms. You can bring up any props you need underneath your hip or maybe underneath your chest or your forehead to find some more comfort here. So just find your variation of this pigeon pose and then settle into stillness. Breathing into that right hip, allowing your body to recover. We're going to lift back up onto our hands. And then from here, let your sit bone, your right hip come down to the ground. And you're going to swing that back leg up and around, cross the foot over that right knee, plant the left foot on the ground. So you're in this little cross-legged position. And then take an inhale, draw the right arm around the knee. If you can get that elbow to the outside of the knee, that works too. Left fingertips come to the ground behind you to gaze over that back shoulder. Keep this left knee hugging in towards your body so you're getting a nice stretch all around your hip. And then gently releasing this twist, you're gonna send this right foot back towards that right hip and let your knees come on top of one another. Then you're gonna hug those feet in towards your outer hips and just get in a comfortable position. Make sure both of your sit bones can be on the ground. This is also another great place to add a prop underneath your hips to help sit up your hips a little bit. And then just lifting up through your chest. And then relaxing around your hips. So try to release any tension you're holding on to. You can stay like this, or if you'd like to add on an arm variation, you can take an inhale. You're gonna bring your left arm up towards the sky and then reach those fingertips down your back. Right hand goes up and around your back and try to connect those fingertips. If they can't connect, just press that top hand into your back. Try to draw those elbows open so you're lifting your chest up towards the sky. Just breathe. Go ahead and release your arms. From here, I'm gonna turn this way so you can see. Just gently bring your hands behind your hips and let your upper body lean back a little bit. Try to keep your knees forward the best you can. Just try to find a little bit of length on the front side of our hip flexors. So you might only go a little bit, no worries. And then from here, you can bring your knees closer towards your chest. You're gonna make your way down onto your back. Keep this left leg crossed over the right leg. And then we're finding our pigeon pose on our back with the left leg over the right knee. And grabbing anywhere along that right knee to pull it in towards your chest. Maybe even pressing that left knee away from your body. You can rock from side to side here. Maybe even extend the leg up towards the sky. Find your own unique version of this pose. Maybe roll the ankles out. From here, you're going to drop your right foot down to the ground, and then you're going to drop the left foot down to the ground. And then you're going to open that left arm, gaze back over to those left fingertips, and invite that knee away from your body. So keep on reaching that knee towards the front of your mat, still stretching out this right hip. And bringing the knees back into your chest, uncrossing legs, and coming back into this little reclined child's pose. You can rock side to side. And then we're just gonna gently rock ourselves forward and back, making our way back into a seat. Take a deep inhale to lengthen the spine. On your exhale, forward fold over your crossed legs. And then gently walking the fingertips forward, finding your way to your tabletop position. Let's take a few cat-cows here. Shaking it out before we head over to the other side. So we'll meet back in a neutral tabletop. You're gonna send your left leg behind you this time, toes stay on the ground. Press that heel down towards the ground, reaching forward through the crown of your head. Maybe rocking back and forth. And then on your inhale, lift that leg as you lift your chest. On the exhale, pull the knee in towards your chest, step the foot in between your hands. Find your low lunge. Again, maybe walking that back knee back a little bit. Finding more space in your body with each breath. Keeping the spine long and really planting through this front foot. All right, we're coming into our pigeon pose. So walk the left foot over to the right side of your mat. Let the shin come down to the ground. Adjust your hips so they're square to the mat. And then gently lower it down to your position. And then find some ease in this pose. Finding your way back onto your hands, sitting over on that left sit bone, and you're gonna draw that back leg up and around, planting that right foot on the outside of your left knee. Sitting up nice and tall, wrap the left arm around the right leg, hug it in towards your chest. Right fingertips come to the ground, twisting from the torso. And releasing this twist, and then letting the knees stack on top of one another as you pull those heels in towards your outer hips. Sitting up nice and tall, roll those shoulders down and back. Take a breath here. And then if you'd like to add on the arm variation, right arm sends up towards the sky and then reach the fingertips down the back. Left arm comes up and around. Try to connect those fingertips. Again, drawing those elbows away from the body to lift your chest. Soften through the hips. Then go ahead and release your arms. Start to walk the fingertips behind your sit bones. Lean the upper body back just a little bit. And then slowly make your way down onto your back, coming to your forearms. And gently to your back. Draw the left knee in towards your chest. Keep that right leg over the knee. And then find your version of this reclined pigeon. Upper body's nice and relaxed here. And slowly bring the left foot down to the ground first. And then drop the knees to the left as you bring that right foot to the ground. Open the right arm. And then just gently draw that right knee towards the front of your mat. Gaze over to those right fingertips. slowly bring the knees back up towards the sky. Uncross the legs and bring your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a little rock. Really squeezing the knees in towards your chest. Really compress those hip flexors. And then reaching your arms in between your legs, grabbing the outer edges of your feet, legs open wide for happy baby. Pulling the knees in towards your armpits by pulling down on your feet, but at the same time pressing the feet into the hands. Make sure you keep your low back grounded here. So if you'd like to play around with your hand placement, bringing your hands to your ankles or your shins, maybe the insides of the feet. Just play around here and see what works best. Option to sway side to side as well. Taking one more deep breath here. And then releasing the hands from the feet, send the legs up towards the sky. Align your ankles over your hips. And then just take a second to stretch out the feet and the ankles. And then hugging those knees back into your chest one more time, lifting the forehead towards your knees, giving yourself a nice big squeeze here into the center of your body, taking an inhale, squeezing as tight as you can. And then on your exhale, letting everything come down to the ground. Or if you'd like to try something a little different today, a little bit more restorative, you can bring your hips toward a wall and you're gonna send your legs up onto the wall. So you can have your legs up on the wall or just come into a regular Shavasana for your final pose. Closing your eyes. Letting go and really letting the body recover here. Try to keep the mind quiet by just focusing on your breath or your body. Let yourself receive the benefits of this practice. Start to bring some movement back into your body. Maybe stretching your arms over your head. If your feet are up on the wall, start to walk your feet down the wall, scooching your hips away. And then slowly finding your way onto your side. Taking a moment here to honor a new beginning in each moment. And as you're ready, you can make your way into a seated position. Try to keep your eyes closed. Find a nice tall seat. And we'll end our class by bringing our hands together at our heart center. Sending some gratitude to someone or somewhere in the world today. Knowing that when we show up for ourselves, when we take care of ourselves, we are really taking care of everyone around us in the world as a whole. So I thank you all for practicing with me today. And together we say Namaste. Thank you all. Let me know if you have questions. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and let me know of any classes you'd like to see on my channel. I really like to get feedback, so feel free to message me. I'd love to have a conversation. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you.